The spectacular development of medieval towns began in the 10th century. At this time, a new social class of craftsmen and artisans appeared, and trade was booming. Defensive walls were built around the towns, which enjoyed greater freedom than other communities. The unique character of medieval towns determined the daily life of town dwellers. Besides churches, town halls, guild halls, and marketplaces, it was the streets that determined the image of a town. Houses were built tightly next to each other. Streets were not paved, and there was no sewage system. The street was the scene of most activities of everyday life. Craftsmen and apprentices beavering away in workshops, merchants selling their goods in shops and tents, horse carts lumbering along, livestock and children scurrying along the banks of the stream that flowed through the town. Towns were noisy and dirty. Medieval townhouses were usually built of stone or brick on timber frames. Their roofs were covered with tiles or slate. Wealthier townspeople lived in 2- or 3-story buildings, while commoners lived in single-story houses. Workshops or shops were situated on the ground floor of wealthy citizens' houses. The kitchen or the rooms were situated above the workshops. The underground cellars were used for storage. The doors to relatively wealthy citizens' houses were decorated with iron ornaments. There were several openings on each story, providing fresh air and light for the residents. Only aristocrats could afford glazed windows. Common people covered their windows with fabrics. The floors were covered with timber or stone tiles. Walls were whitewashed. In wealthy people's homes, they were covered with decorative paintings.